Hello again. Welcome to today's Open Heavens Reflections. Our topic for today is standing out. Our Bible passage is taken from Acts chapter 19, verse 11 to 12. Now God worked unusual miracles by the hands of Paul, so that even handkerchiefs or aprons were brought from his body to the sick, and the diseases left them, and the evil spirit went out of them. Our memory verse is taken from 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 17. Therefore come out from among them, and be ye separate, says the Lord. Do not touch what is unclean, and I will receive you. The Bible passage we have read said, now God worked unusual miracles by the hands of Paul. And I know that the God that Paul served is still the same today. And if you are ready and available, he can also use you and wrought miracles through you. What you need to understand is that if God could use Paul, he can still use you today. God can use the insignificant and the mighty, the poor and the rich, the young and the old. There are no limits. However, what we can see throughout the life of Paul was the sacrifices that Paul was willing to make for the gospel's sake. For you to stand out and be great, you need to make sacrifices. You cannot live an ordinary life and expect to see extraordinary results. You must purge yourself, respect and fear God, according to Acts chapter 10, verse 34 and verse 35, which says, then Peter replied, I see very clearly that God shows no favoritism. In every nation, he accepts those who fear him and do what is right. You must be available to be used by God. And again, Isaiah says in chapter 6, verse 8, then I heard the Lord ask him, whom shall I send as messenger to this people? Here I am, send me. You must be faithful and be willing to spend quality time with God. You must be willing to stand in God's presence and remain under the shadow of his wings. You must know God for yourself. Because according to Daniel 11, verse 32, it says, but the people who know their God shall be strong and carry out great exploits. Is that you? Could that be you? You must be a vocal witness for God and living sacrifice. Know that your time is no longer your own. Indeed, Isaiah chapter 52 verse 11 says, depart, depart, go out from there, touch no unclean thing. Go out from the midst of her, be clean, you will bear the vessels of the Lord. According to our memory verse, therefore, come out from among them and be separate, says the Lord. Do not touch what is unclean, and I will receive you. To achieve this, what Paul said in 1 Corinthians chapter 9 verse 27, is that I discipline my body like an athlete, training it to do what it should. Otherwise, I fear that after preaching to others, I myself might be disqualified. Some may say, well, if this is what it is required, then I am okay remaining where I am. That is a sad position to be. If you live below that purpose, no matter your achievements, you will always feel dissatisfied. I believe that everyone wants to be great. With greatness comes responsibility. Are you doing what is required to be great? Our prayer point: Father, everything that will work against my standing out, separate them from my life today. God bless you, and see you again.